Jimmy was tired of Martin. Martin has always been his best friend for many years, but lately, Jimmy started thinking that Martin was manipulating him. Whenever they were together, Jimmy always felt that Martin was forcing him to act, think, or feel in a certain way. When they would talk, Jimmy always felt like he had to say what Martin wanted him to say. It was like this for a long time. It got worse. It came to a level where Jimmy felt like he had absolutely no free will when Martin was near. Jimmy wanted to be free, wanted to tell Martin the things he actually wanted to say, but he was never brave enough to do it. Until one day, Jimmy, with all the force of his will, lifted his middle finger and yelled at Martin's face and screamed, "Fuck you! I am tired of being manipulated by you, you asshole!" The adults in the audience covered their children's ears. That was supposed to be a performance for children. Martin, the ventriloquist, was terrified. There are two types of men who come after me. The first type is the type who works a lot, fights a lot, but never manages to reach his goals. The other type is the spoiled one, the one who wants everything in his hand. And it's about that one that I'm gonna talk about. Few years ago, this man was in big trouble, just finished college and had no work. So, to save his life, he decided to go to the publisher, Warb and Horrell, and he presented a book about a killer who killed his victims in bars. He thought it was a genius idea. However, the publishers read and said, "Look, kid, you're gonna need more than that." Then he went to another publisher. "Well, I did my part, and take a look, but nah, honestly, I don't find it very good. Sorry." No here, no there. Said repeatedly during a whole month. He already did show his book to all the publishers in New York, and no one was interested. Then, when he got back home, the landlord gave him 2 days to pay. He laid in his couch, defeated. He started to scream, beg, that something paranormal or not could give him success in life. He even offered his soul, his hands, his body. Then he fell asleep. And that's when I came in. I came and I did what had to be done. When he woke up, his bones hurt, and there was a small hole in his chest, as if something was stolen from him. He moaned in pain, and all of a sudden, he had an idea. He grabbed his laptop and started to write. He was practically non-stop writing. Spent 5 whole nights writing. Remember the landlord who he owed the money? Well, let's just say I already dealt with him. His tale started to become famous. Everything started to become successful. He started to get money, and he was happy. All the book publishers were begging to have his stories in the libraries. His work was practically spread all over the libraries in the country. But I left a feeling in him, like he lost something. One day, after talking to his manager, I personally went to him. I was wearing a well-tailored suit. Normal. I always am well-dressed. I wanted him to look into my eyes once more. Then I looked at him and said,
"Good afternoon, sir. I believe you owe me your soul.
With his mouth open, that filthy little vermin tried to protest. He tried to raise his hand, and I said,
"Sir, we have made a deal. You gave me your soul, and I gave you talent. Now I want your soul without delay."
He started to cry and say, "Please, please, please, don't take my soul. I can give you other souls." I actually liked the idea. After all, why have only one soul when I can have multiple? Then I licked my teeth and said,
"Well, alright, if you give me more souls. But that won't be easy for you, little vermin. I want a soul per week during 6 months. Starting now. Go after my souls."
"This is the story of this little vermin I left on Earth. Now you better be careful when you're in a party, restaurant, or dinner. He will try to make you drunk, and he will whisper in your ear, 'Do you sell me your soul?' The craziest thing about this is something I'll tell you now, so shh. Don't tell anybody. Everyone who makes deals with me always end badly. And when I say bad, I mean in the worst possible way. The worst deaths. That man will still have what he deserves. I'm keeping for him. So trust me, there is no easy way in life to be successful if you don't work hard enough. While me, who's writing this, I'm gonna sell mine too." Have you ever been to a circus? I swear it's the most fascinating, scary, and intriguing experience you'll ever have. All the ballet dancers, trapezes, and clowns. They do everything they can to make you both scared and impressed. And in just this amusement park specifically that Amanda went, was just the stuff of nightmares. All the clowns really knew how to stand still and look like a doll. It was terrifying. All of them could just stand still and not move at all. Even their faces were painted in a way that looked like plastic. So all of them could just disguise around various dolls and not be noticed at all. It was extremely disturbing. Fortunately for her, she had to leave the circus early. After all, she had children to take care as a babysitter. Amanda arrived at 9 p.m. She arrived at the house. She would babysit 2 children, one with 3 years old, another one with 5. After receiving all the explanation from the parents, she was left alone with the kids. She mentioned how she loves to take care of them and how she would do it. After some hours, she heard a crying coming from upstairs and went to check on it. Then she asked the kids why they were crying. They say they do not like clowns, and that the clown was scaring them. She got scared after noticing a human-sized clown sitting in a chair. After recovering from the scare, she also started to feel uneasy, because the doll was scary and huge. She thought the parents left the doll there. Maybe the kids liked the doll. So to comfort the kids, she held them close and said,
"It's okay. Calm down. I'm right here."
After that, she went downstairs and started to watch television until she heard a sound similar to a balloon pop. She ran again upstairs with all speed and she asked the children what was wrong this time. The kids said that the clown just popped a balloon. She looked down and saw the shredded parts of a green balloon. She started to get worried. After taking another look at the clown doll, she also noticed that it was in a different position than before. She started to be afraid, then stormed downstairs and decided to call the parents. She grabbed the phone and said,
Hello? This is Amanda. I'm calling because the kids are too scared to sleep. Would it be okay for me to move the doll away from their room?
What? We have no clown doll in our house.
You know, the clown doll that is huge and always on a chair.
Please, you're scaring me. What do you mean by clown doll?
Only then she noticed the kids stopped crying. Everything was silent.
No. This can't be. I gotta go.
Maybe that doll was not a doll. She ran upstairs with all speed, heart beating fast, mouth dry. Every step felt like an eternity. After hours, when the couple returned, they found the kids and the babysitter murdered. All of them had their faces painted with clown makeup and their throats cutted, and a little note on a balloon saying, "The clown is always watching you." Have you ever woke up in the middle of the night and went to grab water, go to the bathroom, or anything else, and you felt like everything got cold? It doesn't matter if you're a child, adult, elder. You can sometimes feel your entire body shivering cold whenever you turn off the lights. Well, I had an experience that makes me uneasy to think about. Just remembering it already makes me shiver. I woke up around 3:48 a.m. I went to the bathroom to do whatever. Then after finishing it, I decided not to turn on the lights on the hallway. It wasn't necessary. I knew the way to my room. So I decided to walk in the dark hallway to my room. Then I felt a shiver down my spine, like a cold wind just blown against my back. And I heard something falling, like a piece of metal. Stupid, I thought. I was so ashamed of my own fears that the idea of something being there just seemed stupid. Still, I couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. That's when I realized my fear was dumber than I thought, and I said,
No, this is just stupid. Why am I afraid of the dark? Huh? Alright. I'm gonna turn around now and prove how foolish this is. There is no thing such as ghosts.
and I turned around, and what I saw made my blood freeze. It was there, in the stairs, looking at me. It was terrifying. I quickly grabbed my phone and took a picture of it, then slowly started to walk away, and the thing chased me. It was fast. I could smell the putrid scent of rotten flesh, the smell of death. Then I ran into my room and turned on the lights, and the thing was gone. That's when I decided I'd turn on all the lights in the house, and I did. I never saw the creature again, and I never going to sleep without the lights on, ever again. The photo I took It's this one. Now, I leave a message for you.
No. No, please. Don't make the same mistake I did. Never turn around.